workshop today. Let's see if we are live yet. Looks like we are. Okay, I'll just have a chat here next to me. Yeah, so please, again, react somehow so that I know that we are live and ready to start our workshop on how to create modern websites in 2024. All the tools, everything that you need to know about it. Okay, I can see that, yeah, I can already see myself here. Let me just open the chat. And also, if you have any questions all the way through our webinar, please don't hesitate to use the chat and I will be more than happy to answer all of them. Okay, so let me just make sure that everything is live and we are ready to start, and then we are off. Right, so in the meantime, for everyone who is already with us, I welcome you very much to our first webinar in 2024. There will be more, so don't hesitate to follow our channel, Tilda channel on YouTube, and go and see our webinar agenda. The links are in the description. Right, and today, so the agenda of today, I will be, yeah, just one little second, because I'm not sure that we are live, that you can see and hear me, because I cannot see myself over here. Just 1 second, and let me just make sure that everything is live and we are good to go. All right. Oh yes, great. Okay, now we are live, that's for sure. It's officially, and I'm very happy to welcome you here on the Tilda Web Design 2024 edition webinar. So today's webinar is gonna last for about an hour, depending on your questions. I encourage you to ask any questions that come to your mind. Also, I would be happy to know who is watching. So first of all, please use the chat to introduce yourself if you feel like, and I will be very curious to know how well are you acquainted with Tilda or with any other website builders out there or web design tools, and what is that interests you the most. Because today my goal is to give you a walkthrough through the most modern web design tools. I will also show you, of course, how Tilda works and how you can create websites and much more on this platform, and why is it relevant in 2024. Right. Also, for those who registered to this webinar using our webinars page on Tilda, you will be happy to discover tomorrow a little gift that we prepared for you in the newsletter. So don't miss it out. Check your inbox tomorrow. We'll be happy to know what you think about it. Right. Okay. So I think we're ready to start. The recording will be available on our channel, and let's get it started. So that's our agenda for today. It seems like a bit overwhelming, but don't worry, we're gonna make it short. So what we are going to do, first of all, we're gonna find out what is Tilda and what is a blog-based web design, so-called blog-based, okay? I'll just show you this in a minute. Then I'm gonna show you how to choose the right template in case you wanna start your website from scratch, or how to, in case you don't wanna start your website from scratch, right? If you wanna find a template, or otherwise you can always start from scratch, of course. Then I will show you how to customize blocks and edit your content, and how to use the artificial intelligence that is a part of the Tilda website builder. After that, I will give you a little glance into the amazing web design editor that is built into Tilda, which is called ZeroBlog, and allows you to create animated layouts, unique layouts, and add vectors, and do practically whatever you want. with it. After that, a bit of marketing tools. So for those who are marketers here, please let me know if you are into marketing, if you're checking this out just to know how to create landing pages or product promo pages, whatever. I'll be curious to know. So for these folks, I will show you how to collect leads, connect CRM systems, and accept payments. Afterwards, I will show you quickly how to use the newsletter builder, which is a part of the Tilda website builder. And to conclude, I will show you a couple of tools for web designers in 2024. Right. So first of all, what's Tilda? Tilda is a no-code website builder for everyone, meaning that no matter who you are, a marketer, entrepreneur, or a professional web designer creating websites for your clients, Tilda will work for you. Why? You'll discover it in a sec. So what can you do on Tilda? You can, of course, create landing pages to attract customers or new users, or to promote your product, etc. You can create business multi-page websites, not necessarily business, right? So any type of multi-page website, but usually it's all about business, to promote your company or your personal brand online. You also can create online stores, fully fledged online stores with product catalog, etc. And about this, we will not go deep into this today, but if you're interested, you're more than welcome to check out our YouTube channel, and there is there are a couple of tutorials and a couple of workshops on creating online stores on Tilda. And also let me know in the chat if you're interested in online stores. We will create another dedicated webinar shortly about that. Right. Blogs, multimedia projects is also something that is very easily can be created on Tilda. Initially, Tilda was born, it's been 10 years that Tilda is around, and but it started as a platform to create multimedia projects. So content-oriented, beautiful projects like the one you are seeing now on this screencast. And it's been of course updated, developed since then, and now we have a very strong blogging tool called Feeds. Something that I will not go deep into as well today, and something you can discover on your own on our YouTube channel or on our help center. I will show you how to find it in a couple of seconds. Personal websites, portfolios is another thing that people create on Tilda, right? So I can see here that people are saying that there is a photographer and UX designer based in Croatia. Hello, thanks for introducing yourself. So in case you're looking for a tool to create a modern portfolio with great animations, just like the one you're seeing now, you can check it out. Just keep here, keep listening, right? Okay, so this is more or less the range of things that you can create on Tilda. It's not full, of course. You can create any other project that you like. So let's see how Tilda actually works and what makes it different from other tools, and why it's a modern enough tool for 2024. So first of all, it's block-based editor. What does it mean? So it means that you don't add element by element. So you don't add on the page text block, then an image, then another text block, and then you have to decide about the spacing, about the design, and basically spend lots of time doing that, especially if you're not a professional web designer, right? So block-based, what we call block on Tilda, is a little section that can be a gallery section, right? A title, a menu, a section with services or features that is already pre-designed. So it's a complete block that you can modify and personalize as you like, but the principles of the design are there already by default and created by professionals. So you don't need to actually it's not that you cannot basically, if you follow this path, it's very difficult to create to make any mistakes in your web design, right? And there are more than 580, well, it's almost 600 different blocks divided into plenty of categories, and yeah, basically it covers everything that you may need on on the web page. So then once you added your blog or you start from template, as we're gonna do in a couple of moments, how do you personalize the content? Well, you modify text and images directly on the layout. It's a visual editor, right? Of course, no code involved and also no difficult menus. Everything is very intuitive. So you just click on a text, the text editor opens and you type in your text, or you can also ask for the AI assistance to create a text for you. Right? Then there is a huge template collection that we're gonna check out with more than 200 different templates on anything from portfolios, online stores, landing pages, link in bio, etc., etc. Then, for those who are a bit advanced in creating websites, who want to make websites based on your own vision, and basically for those who are designers, creating websites for their clients or for themselves, there is a killer block, which is called Zero Block. Why it's called Zero Block? Because you create it from scratch yourself, right? And there you can do pretty much everything. You can design without limits. You can manually adapt design to different resolutions, to modify the breakpoints, whereas the pre-designed blocks are already adapted and they are all responsive. So you don't need to modify each block for the mobile version. It's gonna adapt to it automatically. Okay, in Zero Block there are plenty of design related features like auto scale, custom grids, rulers, layers, gradients, filters, and a very nice thing to know for those who work in Figma, you can automatically import your Figma layout into Tilda and just in a couple of clicks make it turn it into a live website. Right. Then another great thing about Zero Block is the animation. Animation tools allow you to create also pretty much custom animation with the step-by-step animation. Yeah, you can create effects like this one you see on scroll, on appearance, or yeah, you can basically set any kind of event for animation to start. You can also create interactive animation, meaning that when the visitor hovers over an element, another element appears or gets animated, right? And of course, all these animations are mobile friendly, almost all of them, everything that is necessary, right? Because you don't want to overload the mobile version of your website. But if you need, you can do that. Right. Now, the marketing tools, they allow you to connect plenty of third-party services such as email marketing services, such as CRM systems, and there is a built-in CRM on Tilda itself. You have the access to the website stats, which is quite sophisticated and detailed. And also, of course, you can connect Google Analytics right on Tilda, and it's quite a simplified way of checking your statistics. You can connect your custom domain and make your website yours, let's say. So you can set the URL address according to your needs. And also, which is very important, especially for those who have, there is always a critic or two that are saying, okay, website builders write very nice, but SEO is not very strong. Well, this is not true, let me tell you. With all the SEO settings and all the SEO efforts that our team is making, the websites on Tilda are very well indexed on Google. Right, so without further ado, let's go to Tilda and I will show you how all these things work and how you can create a website and much more on one place. But before jumping into Tilda, let me just check the chat for a sec and answer the questions that you already have asked, if you have, of course. All right. Yes. Hello, hello. Great photographer. Yeah, I've been doing block-based design for a few years and now I'm using import from Figma more and more. Still polishing my skills with that. Well, very good to know. Thank you for sharing. I want to create small page for my olive oil from Crete. Amazing ideas. Well, great. Well, for now, yeah, there is a Magnus as well. Hello, Magnus. I started building my first Tilda site about a week ago or so. Very well. Well, then I'll be happy to show you some of the most exciting features on Tilda that will be useful for your website design process, right? Okay, so once you create an account on Tilda, which is pretty much easy, I will not waste our time here to do this. I just need to give your email, create a password, and put your name. That's it. 3 things. Then you will open your Tilda account and it will look something like that. Okay, so that's the dashboard. That's where everything starts. So all these rectangulars, they are for the project. So this is one project, this is another project. That's the green ones are the newsletters, right? On top you have a bar, kind of a menu that leads you to different types, different departments of Tilda account. First of all, I want to show you plans and billings because not everyone knows, but all the new users on Tilda, they get 2 weeks of a free trial, right? And after that, you can choose whether to stay on the free plan, which allows you to create one fully fledged website using the basic pre-designed blocks and zero block as well, with 50 pages and 50 mega space per project anyways, and these will be free for a lifetime. So, and you can publish and have your project live for free. The personal and business plans, they allow you to also add and use your personal domain, right? They allow you to have the access to all the pre-designed blocks and to all of the built-in services, meaning that you can create also the online store, you can create online course, you can create blog, etc., etc. All right. So the difference between personal and business plans is very easy. On personal, you can create one website, including up to 500 pages, all right? On the business plan, you can create 5 websites with 5 different domains, each of them including 500 pages. And also, you can export your code in case you're using another server or you need it for some reason, right? Okay, I guess, yeah, we covered the plans. Now, for the profile, well, it's pretty much clear. I will not go through all the small details of the Tilda dashboard. I'm sure you're gonna discover it by yourself, but just the most important thing is, in case you have questions, especially being a beginner user of Tilda, please don't hesitate to use this question mark icon here in the bottom right corner. So once you click it, what happens? You have a little widget with the most essential help center information, right? So they are divided by different areas of questions that you may have. For example, how to assign a domain, how to create an online store, how to edit the page, etc., etc. Then you have a quick access to the video tutorials. These are the basic video tutorials on how to create different types of projects on Tilda. And if you have checked everything and you haven't gotten the answer to your question, or you have something really that doesn't work, or you're stuck, please don't hesitate and send us a message over here. This is how you contact our support team. They will be happy to reply you. All right, so this is the essential. And now let me see if you have any questions so far. Okay, so David is writing, I want to hire someone to finish my website, to do the SEO setup and email. Very well, David. Maybe after this webinar, you won't need to hire anyone. You will be able to do it by yourself. Let's see. Okay, hi. Will it be possible to have background autoplay of videos as of desktop? Well, autoplay is prohibited by the modern updated browsers. Autoplay, at least with the sound, right? If you want the video on the background to autoplay, this is still possible. Yes. We can do SEO with Tilda, right? Yes, absolutely, Elizabeth. You can do SEO with Tilda. If you have any further questions, let me tell you. Let me know, and I will tell you more about that. And also, maybe my colleagues will share a link to the basic SEO article that will guide you through all the SEO tools that are included on Tilda. If not, we will include this link to the description after the webinar. Right, so let's start the new website. So how your work starts. Here is the button to start a new website. You need to put the title on it. It's going to be used only on Tilda. So let's say my new website. Here we go. The project has been created, and now we need to create the first page of this project. So when you click the create new page, you are you find yourself in the gallery of the templates, right? We have already mentioned them. There are more than 200 different templates. How to choose the template? It's a very often asked question. It's a very frequently asked question. So let me tell you the quick way of doing that. The quick way of doing that is, first of all, you can hover over every template and see a little bit what it consists of, or you can click on it and see entirely the page, right? Please ignore the content of the template. It doesn't matter if it's about accounting services or notary services, and you want to create a page for your business in online gaming, right? What you have to pay attention on is the structure. So what goes, what sections are there, right? So for example, here, let's see, we have a hero section with a call to action button, right? And then we have a little gallery on the background and a menu on top. Very good. Then a section about us with a map. So in case you're doing something digital, right, and you don't need any map, you can just ignore it, or you can always delete this block. So all the templates consist of blocks, just like any Tilda made page, right? So if you see that you like the template, but you really don't want to use some of the blocks, or you want to add some additional ones, you can do this. You will be able to do it. It should not stop you from choosing the template, because again, all the templates, they consist of blocks. So you can flexibly modify them as you like. Okay. So these are the templates, and then in case you want to search for a special template, you can use this search, and for example, let's say event pages, you type in event and you have several options for that. Otherwise, there is a tab called event or link in bio, blog, form, and pro. So the pro may not be very clear. So the pro tab for the templates, it shows, it displays all the templates made with zero blocks. So in case you're familiar with zero block, which you will be after this webinar, you can use one of those templates. They are a little bit more, they require, let's say, a little bit more of effort to create a website, but on the other hand, your website will stand out of the crowd. That's for sure. All right. So let me just pick any template from the event category, for example. Let's say this one. Yeah. So this is the page created to promote an event. I click create page, and I end up in the page editor. So let me show you how the page editor on Tilda works. As you can see, when I hover over blocks, right, or over any elements on the page, you can see this little line that marks the end and the beginning of the end of one block and the beginning of another one. Right? So, for example, this is one block about the early bird registration, then agenda block, okay? Then another one with the see the full conference program text with the link assigned to it, right? And then pricing, etc., etc. So these are all the blocks. This is the hero section. If I want to add a new block, what do? Well, I find this little plus icon you see in between blocks. There's always a plus button everywhere in between all of the blocks. So I click on it, and here on the left, I find the block library. That is the library with the previews of the blocks or the sections divided by categories, you see? So here are the titles, and there are plenty of different designs for the titles. Text block, images, again, you see you have just a full screen image, or you can have an image a bit in an editorial style. You can go to the gallery and add several images to your page. You can see the features category, for example, what choose us, and yeah, so these are all pre-designed sections. What you have to pay attention to is the type of content you have and the type of content you don't. So accordingly, you can choose the right block for you. For example, if you want to add features of your product and you're making a little product landing page, for example, yeah, if it's an application, it's clear, but then you need to ask yourself, okay, is it a product that that is nice to see? Is it a product that will allow me to choose something like this with plenty of pictures, like a block like this, you see? But then you need to have at least 4 pictures, 4 photos to show your product. In case this is not your case, then probably it's better to choose another one. So here, once you have added a block and then you decided to choose to stay with the same category, right? You still want to show people the features of your product, but you want to change design. You can click on this button on the left upper corner. Make sure that keep content on switch is on, this toggle, and that will allow you to keep the content that you have already maybe created or modified to be there. And then you can change your mind and choose another one, for example, just with one picture, right? So here are all the previous pictures of the previous block following. You just see the structure of your page. Then you choose the right design according to your needs and to your content, and you modify it. So to modify it, for example, this is the about the conference block that was already designed on my template. In case I need to change the text, and most probably I will need to change all the texts from the template, what do? So I just can click on it on the layout right here. And you see on top there is a toolbar appeared just now with plenty of pretty much familiar text editor tools, right? So you can make the text bold, italic, underline, etc., etc. You can assign the link to any of the word or phrase or the entire text block, change the color, font family, etc. Right. What I want to show you is the generate text with AI. So this is something very useful in case you are designing a website and you don't have the final copy, right? But you want the copy to be more or less adequate to what you're doing, right? So in case you're not making a conference, but you're making a website for the, I don't know, online workshop on web design, right? So you click on this generate with AI button, a little star. Yeah, that's the first screen that you're gonna see. Welcome to the AI assistant. Then a little bit of guidelines, and you need to agree to the terms of use. Right, next. So here you describe the topic of your website. Let's say, and then you click generate. and it's instantly generated, just like that. You see, the text is being generated. In case you're not happy with what have been generated, you can always regenerate. So you can, for example, say, make it shorter, regenerate, and it's going to be regenerated. Let me just check your questions here. If you want to host a video on a different platform or storage space, not YouTube or Vimeo, do you have any recommendations? Absolutely, yes. So let me finish with this AI assistant. You got your copy over here. Right, so for the video, in case you want to include a video, that's a very good question. You click plus, then you go to the video section, and here are all the options to include the video into your web page. So as you have mentioned, you can directly include the YouTube or Vimeo video. Also, you can include the MP4 video. So you can link it to a file storage of your own, and the video will be uploaded from there, right? But you don't upload the video as a file to Tilda. Why? Because it will make a website very heavy. So meaning it's going to be very long and very slow to load. You don't want that. So that's why it's always a link. It's always a link to an external web hosting or to the platforms, the well-known platforms like YouTube or Vimeo, right? Okay, so the question from Elizabeth, is it a little bit like Notion? Well, the text editor, yeah, maybe you can approach it as a little bit like a Notion type of a text editor. Maybe, yes, it's something similar, let's say. Allows you to do pretty much same things. Right, can the AI assistant generate content in several languages? Well, for the moment, so the AI assistant on Tilda is constantly being updated and improved, and I'm sure that you can try and ask it to create content in different language than English. Normally it's trained in English as a base, but then of course, since it's an artificial intelligence, it can translate text to other languages. Well, the quality, I don't know, maybe it's a great quality, I don't know. Personally, you just need to go ahead and try and let us know in case it works, or in case it doesn't. We'll be very happy to know, and I will definitely share this with our developer team. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and let me show you how the zero block works, right? So you remember we said that we have this 600 pre-designed blocks over here in the block library, and something that allows you to create your own designs. Something that is a web editor built into Tilda, in which is called zero block. So to add it, again, sorry, I did not explain. So you click on the plus icon over here, you open the block library, you scroll down the categories, and just here on the bottom, you have a zero block button. You click on it, and a new block, a zero block, is added to the page. To modify it, you just click here to the block editor orange button, okay, and you enter the zero block editor, right? It looks a bit different. It looks like a bit of a web design editor or any graphics editor that may come to your mind. And indeed, here you can move objects freely. You can just delete them. You can make them bigger or smaller. Right, and so what are the elements available on zero block? Here on the top left corner, you have the all the types of the elements that you can add, and you can add unlimited numbers, a number of them, right? So in case in the pre-designed hero section you have one button and it's gonna stay one button, here you can add as many buttons as you wish. So you can add text, image, shape. So what is shape? Shape is this kind of element that you can modify as you like. You can change its color. You can change its shape and make it circle or just a simple line, right? Okay. And you can also upload images into shapes to basically shape the images. Let me show you how it works. So for example, I pick up an image, I just drop it here. I'll wait a little bit because my connection is not the best one apparently. Right, and here we go. So we have an image into the shape. Pretty nice. The original image is rectangular. Okay, so shape, then buttons. This is how the default button design looks. If you want to make it longer, you just click and make it longer. your artboard, right? So this is the button, which I can on the right in the element settings. I can change its caption, for example. Tune in case it's a webinar page, right? Here is the space for the URL, and I also can increase a little bit the size of the typography and so on. I can of course change the color or pick any color from the page, etc, etc. Okay, so these are this is the button element. Then the video, HTML code, which is very important to know to everyone who is working with code. If in case there is anyone working with code, just let me know, because it's important to know that on Tilda you are not limited to the tools that Tilda provides. You can go further and insert your HTML code and basically have limitless possibilities, right? Then you can add a little tooltip, online form for your leads, gallery with many pictures, and vector. So for the vector, I just wanted to show you very quickly for those who like to design, who design on Figma or any other graphics editor. You can actually create your vectors on Tilda. So how does it work? You just double click on it and you find yourself in the vector editor. And it's pretty much typical vector editor that you would find on Figma, for example, or Photoshop, whatever you prefer, right? So you can change the stroke, the width, you can fill it with the color. Okay, you can bend bend your shape, etc. And this one, if you don't want it, you can delete it, and so on. So this is how easy it is to create vectors right on Tilda, and then you can assign a link to it and make it clickable. So it's really like a nice merge between graphics editor and website builder. So you can create, on one space, you create graphics elements and you make them website friendly, right? So that's pretty much amazing. Now, once your design is done, you can manually adjust it to different screen resolutions. So by default there are 5 breakpoints. For example, I want to make it smaller over here, right? So that it looks well on the mobile version of my website. And then I would put the button in the middle, just like that. Right. Then after, you can also benefit from adding your own breakpoints. So in case you want to create a special design for the dedicated screen resolution, you can do that by adding an additional breakpoint. Right. Then you can work with layers over here and put things over each other, just like that. Let me show you. For example, 0 block, I'll put it white, and I want to put it on top here, right? And this is what I do with layers, right? Or in case I want to hide it, I can hide it as well, partially, for example, like this, right? So layers, layers, pretty much straightforward. You can work with layers, grids, and all the things that are necessary to make a cool layout. They are there. Here on top, you can click on these 3 dots and see the keyboard shortcuts and all the basic settings that you may need. Okay, so if you have any questions about ZeroBlock, please don't hesitate and ask me. Also, we have a video tutorial on ZeroBlock, which you can always access from the from your Tilda dashboard. Here, you remember this button, the orange button with the question mark. It's always with you, also in the web and also in the page editor. So you can click on it. Go and check video tutorials, and here is the video tutorials on on ZeroBlock, right? Or you can just enter the question ZeroBlock, and yeah, you will have several helps in the articles for you about that. Very good. Okay, now as Tilda was created by designers, there is a lot of attention that we put on typography, on the layout, on the spacing, etc. So, for example, to set up fonts on your website, you can go here, click more, then fonts, and then what do you have as fonts? So first of all, you have the access to these basic fonts. Basic doesn't mean that they are basic quality-wise. They are very nice. There is a Tilda Sans, for example, sans serif typeface that was created by the Tilda team, and many others that are available right in the interface that you can choose, and all your text will change and be written in this font. But also you have advanced settings for the fonts, and here in these custom settings you can connect fonts from Google Fonts, Adobe, or you can upload your own font files, which is pretty much opens you all the doors on the typography wise, right? Right, so this is our page. I go back to it. This is the page editor that we have. For example, if I want to change a picture, I think I did not show it to you, but yeah, it's just basically you just drop a picture over there and it's uploaded in a sec. Right, any questions? Let me check the questions. Can I copy a block to ZeroBlock and edit it? Very good question, Magnus. You can do that. So for example, let me show you. So this is the pre-designed block, right, about the conference. And you go to the settings button, and you scroll all the way down, and there is a button that says convert to ZeroBlock. You click on it. The only thing is that your personal content will not be saved, so you will have to edit the images and text right on ZeroBlock. So you click here, convert without saving content, and then you go to the block editor, and you have this block in ZeroBlock. Okay, and then you can modify its content here. So yes, this is something possible. I can undo it. Very well. Another question. I work with code. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. So for those who work with code, it's not only on ZeroBlock that you can include HTML code, but it's also one of the pre-designed blocks, which is called HTML code, which you can put on any place on your page. And here in the content tab, you can basically paste the code, right? And it will work right there where you pasted it. So once you are done with editing the page, what can you do? So first of all, you can preview the page by clicking the preview on top. Here you see a little animation. So this is what your visitors will see when they open your website. And the cool thing is that here here you can switch between different resolutions, right? And see how your website looks, for example, on the phone, on a mobile phone. You see, for example, the menu became a hamburger menu, whereas sorry, on the desktop is just a normal menu with all the menu items visible at all times. Right, so once you're happy with the preview, with everything you're ready to publish, you can click on this publish button, right? And here the system will propose you to set the site URL address. So how does it work with URL addresses? First of all, don't hesitate and put your custom URL address here. with the Tilda subdomain. So what does it mean? Tilda subdomain comes for free with any plan, including the free plan. The subdomain means that in the end, you will have this little tag like .tilda.ws. This will be there, but the first part of the URL address will be yours, will be personalized. So for example, event 2024 web design. What did we say? Workshop. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit boring as URL. Let's say design workshop live. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm just improvising here. So you save and continue because you prefer to you wanna have this URL address personalized. It's way better than leave the default project and then numbers, right? So save and continue, and for the moment, so the page is already accessible on this URL address. If you click on it, it's there. If you now put in your browser design workshop live tilde.ws, you will be able to access the very same page, right? Now, if you want to go ahead and add your dedicated domain, what do? You click here on top, settings. So first of all, you see the page settings. Here, it's important to draw the difference, to know the difference between the page settings and the project settings, the site settings. So each site, each project comes with many pages. How does it look? It's here, for example, you can create new page. Let me just create several pages just like that. 1, 2. So I'm creating several pages out of templates within my project. And here is my project, you see. And now there are several pages. I just published them all here. Right. So this is the home page with a little home next to it. I can modify the order of those pages. Right. Here I can sort pages as I like on top. Each page comes with its own settings. So these settings, the page settings, will be only relevant to this very page, right? So what can you set up for the page? The title, the description, the URL, for example, about or portfolio, right? The badge, the image that will come to with it when you want to share the link on social, for example. Some SEO results preview. So this is something that you can modify, especially for Google. So this is the preview that will be shown of your website when it is being Googled, right, by someone. Then you can export the page, transfer it to another user, etc., and some additional settings that we're not gonna dive into. So this is for every page, it's individual, right? And then there are site settings, which is this button, white button over here. If I click on it, there are several tabs over here, and all these tabs, all the settings that I'm gonna set up here will be relevant to to all the pages of my projects, right? So for example, fonts and colors, if I set up the font, it will be the default for any new page that I will be creating within this project, but it doesn't mean that you cannot then after modify the font for each block or for each page individually. Then you can set up the home page, and here is the domain. So that's what I wanted to pay your attention to. To set up your custom domain, what can you do? So here you will just put your name, the name of your domain. For example, web design event Agasti, I don't know, that's the name of your brand, let's say, okay, .com. So this domain you will have to buy elsewhere. You don't buy it on Tilda, but once you bought it, you can connect it on Tilda. And there are a couple of steps to follow, but please don't worry, you can do it yourself. You don't need to hire anyone. As David, I'm talking to you now. No, I'm joking. Sorry, yeah, I'm talking to everyone, of course, but it's really easy. It was designed in a way that anyone can do it, right? So why it's easy? Because throughout the interface on Tilda, you will always have these little tips in orange, which are clickable. So you just click on it, and then you end up in the in the Tilda Help Center with the little guide on how to do this or that. For example, here is how to connect your custom domain. So this is a little video tutorial. There are two ways to connecting to domains on Tilda, and here you have them both. So you can either read all the steps or see the video, and then it makes it all way easier for you to set up. Right? The next tab is analytics. This is where you can see the stats of your website. The next is SEO. So someone was asking about SEO. So here you see the video tip as well. Video tip that is leading you to the SEO tutorial that we have on our YouTube channel. Please check it out. It's very useful and very detailed tutorial, which is very interesting, not only if you are trying to understand how to set up SEO on Tilda, but also in general, just to understand how SEO works, why it's important, and how to make your website discoverable on Google. Right. So this is the place to set up all the SEO things, all the redirects, the SSL certificate, HTTPS, and also you can take advantage of SEO assistant that will actually point out some of the mistakes or errors that you have so far. You see here the tips, so you can always check it out and make sure that you don't have these errors, right? If you do, you just click on it, and here is the little guide on how to set up certain things that you haven't set up yet. Great. All right. If you don't have any questions so far, oh yeah, great. David is saying this is moving me forward, getting a big picture. Thank you. Well, thank you, David, for your feedback. It's really useful. I'm super glad to receive it. Where am I able to buy custom domain? Daisy is asking. Well, this is something you can Google. There are plenty of domain registrars. If you, for example, go to our Help Center article, here you will see a little list of the most popular domain registrars, such as GoDaddy, Namecheap, Google Domains, Bluehost, and Domain.com. How to choose it? Well, it's up to you. You can just check the availability of the desired domain name that you want to use for your website, compare pricing, and that's it. But normally it's not very expensive unless you want to create a domain that is very demanded. Normally, it's about $10 to $20 per year, so it's quite affordable and easy to do. Google Domains does not exist anymore. That's a good that's a good comment. Well, thanks for this. We will update the article. How to make the same site but in another language? That's a very good question. So I will address you, I think, to the Help Center article, which is called How to Create Multilingual Websites. But I guess in general, just to give you an idea how you can create a website on multiple languages on Tilda. So what you have to do, you create a website, you create a page, right? So for example, this one. Then you make a duplicate of this page. How to do that? You go to Settings, Actions, Duplicate Page, go to New Page, and you call it, for example, Conference FR, right? In French, let's say. You want to have the same page, but in French. Then you translate all the text in French, right? So you have a French language page. You publish it, and then what you have to do is to set up the menu in a way that you can have a switch between different versions of your website, right? And how to do that? So you just go to the block library, menu category, and here you see the menu that allows you to switch between different language versions. For example, this one. You go to the content, Here you put the FR, and you would put the link on the French version of your website. And here will be the link to the English version of your website. Then in 7 close, you publish the page. And what you can have is this switch. You see the little switch between 2 different languages. You can put more than 2, of course, more languages than that, just by assigning any menu item. You assign a link to the specific page in a specific language. Then you change the name of this menu item, and the page becomes basically multilingual. Okay, so this is just the principle for you to understand. Then for the details, please refer to this Help Center article. Sorry, not this one. This one, multilingual websites. Right. Okay. Any other questions? Can I have the recording? Yes. So the recording will be available on Tilda channel. Please check it out. And in case you have registered to this webinar, which I hope you have, you're gonna receive it in your inbox tomorrow. Okay, the recording will be there, and you're gonna receive a little gift as well from the Tilda team for those registered users. Great. A lot of people have an extension if using Chrome to translate a website automatically. No? Yes, it's true. But well, if you want to make sure that all the texts are proofread and they make sense, and it's not Google that translates it, you can create your own dedicated pages. Also, if you need to create, for example, screenshots with some name, with some copy on it, and you want to change this copy in the dedicated language. I don't have an example over here, but just imagine you have a page about a web application and that works in multiple languages, and you want to promote it in different countries. You want to show these screenshots that will be relevant, right? The Google Translate will not do that for you, so you will have to upload the dedicated image. Right. Is it possible to have a full screen hero blog that plays video? Yep. It is. So you just go to the cover page, and here you look for the hero section with the video. Let me just find one. There are several. So for example, this one. Okay. Your new project starts here. This is a play button, and in the content you can modify title, description, the preview image, right? And then here you can insert the YouTube video URL or Vimeo, depending where you host your video, right? Or the private link hash. Yeah, or the link to the MP4 video file, right? So background video, whatever. Hope it helps. Very, very well. Another thing I wanted to show you in the site settings for those interested in marketing, and I think it's hard not to be interested in marketing when you have to create websites. So in the Forms tab in Site Settings, you can connect several or plenty of services that will collect the customer data, right? So in case you create an online form on Tilda and you want to collect user data, for example, to then use it for the email newsletters, you can do this by connecting several data collection services. So this is where you do it, right? Or you can also, you can also connect the Tilda CRM, which is already built into the platform. Right, you see here Salesforce, Monday.com, HubSpot, etc. And also, if you are selling anything on the website, it's not necessarily that you have an online store to sell something, right? You can have one page where you would sell, I don't know, a webinar or a book or anything. So you can do that on Tilda. You can do both, right? You can do an online store or sell certain products and services. So to connect, to receive the online payments, right? What do? You go to the site settings, payment systems, and here you can connect one or several payment services. So you choose the currency, right, out of all the currencies in the world, and then you connect one of those services, so Stripe, PayPal, etc., and then you will be able to accept payments from all over the world, which is pretty much cool. Okay, I think I'm ready to show you how the newsletter builder works, just very quickly. So in case you want to in case, let's say, you have a landing page for your MVP, right? And you're collecting the emails, and you have pretty much a nice email base, client base, custom base, whatever you call it. And then you want to send emails to all of them, right? How do you do? So first of all, you need to design your email. This is something you do on Tilda. And then secondly, you need to send it to the customer base. I will show you how it works. So next to the button that we used a couple of minutes ago, saying, the button that allows you to start a new website, there's another one that allows you to start the email campaign, right? So I click on it. I put the name of my email campaign. I'm very boring today. Campaign. I create it, and it looks just like the project, the website project on Tilda. Here I click the button, the orange button, create new email, and the same principle. I end up in the templates, but these templates, template gallery, right? But these templates are all dedicated to the website. To the emails, right? So these are the newsletter templates. Which work in the same way. You can click on them and check them out and create a mail out of one of them. Here, same principle. It's built out of blocks. The block library is different. So the block library here is way shorter because it all consists of the blocks that are relevant only to emails. What do we have here? The basic email elements, like a button, right, or an image. Then you have the mail header, which is pretty much nice. Then you have tiles, with different, if you want to send, I don't know, an email about your blog posts, kind of a tile like this is very nice. And then in the settings, you can modify it. Right, you can check the alignment, paddings, typography is very flexibly modifiable, etc. Okay, and then you have the footer for the email, right, with the social media handles and etc. Whatever you need. And here on the right, you have the same controls as for the website blocks, right? You can copy, paste, delete, select several blocks, etc. So this is, the principle is the same. Pre-designed blocks, and you create your email out of them. Web design, event, invitation. Right? So I think this is pretty much straightforward. So you personalize your email, then you also can preview it, just like with the web page, right? And then you can publish it. And when you publish it, it's a little bit different. So here you have three tabs on top. First of all, you can send the email right away, and you send the test email to the email address by default, or you can use another one. The default email address is the email address of your Tilda account, or you can send a campaign. We'll get back to it in a sec. Then the second tab allows you to copy the code of this email that you have just designed and paste it to any of the email marketing services you may use, the third-party ones, right? which allows you again to have no limits in choosing the tools you want to use for the email newsletters, right? And then you have the public link to the page. So, and this is very useful in case you want to include it somewhere on the website. You want to show the web version of your email. This is the link to it. So in case I want to send a campaign, what do? I go to the settings, site settings, right? The email campaign settings. And here I can choose the email services that are embedded into Tilda, right? And there are only 3, which is pretty much enough. Unless, if you want to use other ones, then you can copy and paste HTML code of the letter of the email. Or you can connect SendGrid, MailChimp, or Unisender right on Tilda, and then send straight away the campaigns without leaving Tilda, right? And here you can also flexibly customize the domain, the SEO again, export, header and footer, etc., etc. So this is pretty much how the email campaign works. And you see, I have added the new website in the email campaign, and here I have two new rectangulars that mark my new projects that we have just created with you during this webinar. Right, what else I wanted to tell you? I wanted to check your questions first of all. Let me do it now. Okay. How do you make sure it's full screen? Okay, that's the question about the full screen hero block. Let's go back to the website. How do you make sure it's full screen? Well, you can preview it, and then in the cover page, all the block previews feature a little description over here, and it says cover with the play button, title and subtitle, background photo, video. So for example, if I choose this one, you can see it's full screen, right? If you preview, it's full screen. If I change the screen resolution, it stays full screen. So this is something full screen. Then in the settings, you can modify that, right? But normally, you just keep it full screen and that's it. This is here as well. You can see the SEO title tag. So in case it's the hero section, it's the main title of the project. Put H1 and you will be fine. But okay, more on that you will read in the SEO guide. The link you have in the chat. Magnus is asking, can I have a floating button that stays on the screen as people scroll down? For example, join now button. Yes, you can. Of course, you can fix any block. It's a nice idea to make it with the 0 block, for example. So you just add a new 0 block. You delete everything from it. You make it a little bit narrow. You add a button. You save it, and then here in the settings, you can set to fix it, right? Let me just see how you do it. Fixing on window center, on window button. Save, close, and let's preview and let's see how it works. Now that was not that. Sorry. All right, yes. Oh yeah, I think you will just need to fix the entire block, right? So position and overflow, position fixed on window, top on window button, overflow visible. I close, I publish, and let me see if this button, yes, voila, this button stays all the way that you scroll. So this is pretty much how it works with 0 block. You need to fix the block. And if you want to get rid of the color, you just do it like this, and you make it transparent, right? Then you publish, and it looks a little bit better. Voila, it's transparent, and the button is fixed over here. So yeah, that's more or less how it works. Right, another question from Elizabeth. Can you add something like subscriptions, like Substack? Not sure what exactly you mean, but if you want, if that's the question about the subscriptions, meaning the online form, Then yes, of course, we have the online form, the form category of blogs. For example, this one, you see, sign up for our newsletters, and this is all customizable. Register now, for example, and in the content you assign the data receiver, right? The services that will collect your users' submissions. That will we just mentioned that when we were in the site settings, right? So you connect this connected services. You see, you connect to the CRM, for example, and you close it, and you're good to go. Well, I didn't aim to show you all the little details of the whole process of setting up, for example, the subscriptions. You can find it all in our help center, or some of these processes are shown in our video tutorials, right? So, but just for you to know that it is possible indeed. Right, Millie is asking, hello, I have a membership. I started building my web, but I feel stuck. Can you review or help to improve it? Thank you. Well, that's something we are thinking about. We don't have at the moment the possibility of the designer review, but of course, what you can do, I'd say the best thing is to go ahead and ask in the community. We have a Telegram chat that I will show you the you have all the links to the social media on Tilda under this webinar in the description. So you can just go ahead or use the Instagram or Twitter and just write to tag us and ask your question about your website, and I'm sure there will be some members eager to help or give an advice. That's a very nice question. Thank you, Millie. All right. Well, last two things that I wanted to show you. That will be a smooth transition into the last part of this webinar, which is the list of useful tools that a web designer may need. So I want to show you some additional services on Tilda and outside of Tilda that may help you to create websites. First of all, the Tilda-based services. All the links will be in the description. They're already there, actually. So the icon library. So in case you want icons, we have a free huge library of icons, all available in SVG format, all modifiable. So you can modify those icons within the Tilda interface, or you can go here and just download the sets. For example, you put New Year, and there is a dedicated set of the icons about New Year. Then, in case you're a marketer and you want to track your promo campaign, right, your ads, there is a URL builder which helps you to create UTM parameters for your links. It is also for free and available to everyone. You don't need to be a Tilda user, and it's Tilda-based thing. Then, in case you are struggling with the color palette for your website, this gallery of colors and gradients may help you to have a better idea of what you need. Okay, in case you like a color or a gradient, you can just click on it and the color code will be copied. Then you just go back to Tilda and paste it to dedicated input field. Finally, broken link checker. This is something that you won't find that easily on the internet. This is another free tool from Tilda that will allow you to check the website URL, especially if it's a multi-page website. It will check it for broken links. What is a broken link? Outdated links that your website may feature. And in case there are many of those, your SEO ranking will go worse and worse. So it actually affects the SEO ranking, the number of broken links you have on the website, as well as user experience, of course, because users get frustrated when they click on the link and then it's broken, right? You don't want to have many of those on your website. And here is a very nice tool that you can use to just, you just enter your page URL, and then you get all the link, all the lists of the broken links and the pages, and then you can just go there and clean them. Okay, apart from that, so the social media that I wanted to show you, here you can use this screen to scan the QR codes and join us on different platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, or X, YouTube. We are also on Medium, on LinkedIn, on Telegram. As I said, we have a chat on Telegram, and the best way, I think, if you want to connect to the community and get an answer right away, is to use Telegram. The link is in the description and in the chat as well. Thank you, my very quick colleagues. Yes, okay, so these are the social media links of Tilda. Going on and telling you about other useful tools that may come in handy in 2024, because, well, what do we have this year? I mean, this year we are overwhelmed with the number of tools and different services, and there are so many that you want to have everything under one. At least I have this tendency to look for tools that will help me to solve several problems at once, right? And we are trying to build Tilda accordingly to make it a platform not just for a specific type of websites, not just to create online courses, for example, right, or online stores, but everything, both stores and courses and emails and websites and all the rest. So just for you to know, we did not mention that today so much, but you can also create online courses on Tilda. And this is the page about it, with tests, homeworks, assigned tutors, and create beautiful lessons and webinars, etc., etc. So it's a fully fledged tool to create online courses, right? You can do it also here, and it's going to be one of your projects, right? So you can have several projects in case you are a business plan subscriber. So one of the projects can be an online course. Another one would be your portfolio site, for example, or business landing page, promo page, etc. You got the idea. Then another cool thing is made on Tilda. This is a online gallery with the best websites created on Tilda. This is great for inspiration as well as for boosting your career, right? Because if you submit your website, and it's pretty much easy, you can just click here, submit a website, and drop the link to your website, but make sure it's perfect. Otherwise, it will not be featured, of course. Perfect. I'm saying that it's all the links are correct, all the designs and layouts are checked and they work well, etc. And then if you manage to get into, if you manage to get featured on Made on Tilda, it's kind of cool because you will increase the visibility. You will increase chances to be seen by the potential clients. So this is very relevant for those who are making websites for the clients or for the agencies, right? And you can just be proud of it and put on your portfolio that you have been featured on Made on Tilda, right? So just for you to know. And otherwise, you can just scroll down the gallery to see what is cool and what are the trends, the latest trends in web design. There are some amazing projects created on Tilda. And just to have an idea as well what you can do on the website builder, right? In case you're skeptical about something. Or not necessarily that you need to be skeptical about that, of course. Just to be up to date, stay up to date with the web design trends. Right, so this is about the email campaign builder, but we have already seen how it works. Now, not some tools that are outside of the Tilda scope. Something that we use on Tilda. So first of all, it's a tiny PNG. This is a great tool to optimize your images. You can just drop image here, and then this tool will give it back to you lighter without compromising its quality. So this is the example. My initial picture was 1 megabyte, and it was a JPEG. I can download it in PNG format. Oh my god, my connection is really slow today. Yeah, you see, it took away 43% of the picture, keeping its quality, so that you will not see the difference, but the picture became, the image became, and the file actually, the file weight became way lighter. Meaning, why you want light images? Because images are the main problem for the websites to load quick. You want the website to be quickly loaded, and for this you need to optimize your images. Now, this is a cool and not so obvious tool with plenty of advertising, oh my god, to create little GIFs, no? This is, yeah, in case you're interested, it's a little bit a pain when you need to compress the GIFs, or when you need to make your video into the GIF or resize it. So here you can do it. And this tool works well, because there are plenty of tools out there, but this is something that we would recommend. Now, the Unsplash gallery, well, I guess you know it already, but this is something very nice to download a royalty-free images to use for your websites, in case you don't need, you don't have the your own photos so far, right? For the conference, for example, you see. Now, a couple of AI tools. So Leonardo, it allows you to create pretty much amazing images based on your prompts, and it works nicely. Another thing that we would recommend is Runway. Here you can create different things. Just go ahead and explore it on your own. There is a lot of info about it, but it's also a very nice artificial intelligence tool. And well, I think that's it. Of course, everyone knows about ChatGPT, I hope, and the Midjourney. You've heard it all. It's a really good help for the designers, the marketers, and everyone who works in digital, right? Voila. And then Tilda AI, that don't forget about it, and try to generate your content with Tilda. More updates to come very soon regarding our artificial intelligence. We are training, and we want it to be very good quality, and so it's getting better and better every single day. Right, let me see if there are any questions. What is industry best practice these days? Long page with all info, or multi-pages with segmented info? Magnus, it's difficult to answer like this because it depends a lot on the amount of content, on what type of website you're thinking of making. But I would say, if I need to roughly and quickly choose one-page website or multi-page website, I would go for one-page website, because it simply saves your users from additional loading of the page. You know, it's an additional, when you click and you need to wait for the page to load, it may increase the bounce rate, right? People will just drop out of your website. So it's better to keep them on one single page, in case it's not overwhelming, of course, and in case it makes sense. Because if it's a company website and you have clearly a lot of information to tell, it's better to divide it into different pages. Do you have any native WhatsApp business integration? Well, we have. You can include the WhatsApp as a messenger to the Tilda page. It will work like that, like a widget. Wait, messenger. Yes, widget with messengers, right? And here in the content, you can set up the WhatsApp widget, right? So this is pretty much the integration we have with the WhatsApp. I hope it helps. Right. So, well, I guess that's it. Thanks a lot for watching this webinar. I was super excited to deliver it to you. Those registered, please benefit from a little gift tomorrow in your inbox. Otherwise, don't hesitate to check our webinars agenda because more to come very soon. And yeah, it was a pleasure for me to host this webinar, and I hope to see you all very soon. Good luck with creating websites, newsletters, and any other kind of projects on Tilda. And good luck in general with your online projects. And please don't hesitate to ask questions under this video. And well, see you soon. Bye bye.